everyone, I'm Heba and welcome back. I noticed that Guerlain launched a new foundation this year and I wanted to try it. And it's the new High Perfection Foundation 24-hour wear with an SPF of 15. Now I love the one that they came out last year, the Natural Glow Foundation. I wore this one a lot. I believe I've used it that much. So when I noticed that the new foundation had a matte finish with a little bit more coverage, I thought, okay, I have to try that one. You can only find this one in Suffrages. It's not here in the States yet. So I did pick it up at Suffrages, and this 1 ounce bottle cost $52 US. Now the Natural Glow Foundation, when I bought it last year, this one was $60. I don't know when this one's being launched in the States if it will be $60 or if it'll be $52. And I also have the international shipping with Suffrages that you pay, I believe, $55 for the year, and anything that you order is shipped free. It ships free. Does take about 2 weeks to get here, but it still ships free. So yeah, I don't know if the High Perfection Foundation will be $60 here when it's here in the States. I don't know, but it might be something to look into getting it at Suffrages for $52 and just pay the international shipping. There are some other brands that Suffrages has that's cheaper than here in the States. But anywho, let's get back to the foundation. Now with this one, I did pick it up in the same shade as the Natural Glow, 45N. Now back to the Glow Foundation. I know I'm going to keep switching around here. But I love this foundation so much that I also have it in a darker shade for the summer. And that one's 5N, 05N. So maybe I might get this one in a darker shade too later. Let me show you the bottle. The shape of the bottle are the same. Beautiful design. This one has a little bit more of a matte glass, which is kind of fitting because this one is a matte foundation and this one is a glowy foundation. And it also comes with a pump. Let me go ahead and show you the consistency of this foundation. It's a little bit on the runny side, which is good. And just for kicks, let me pump the Natural Glow Foundation next to it. So here is the Natural Glow Foundation. Looks a little bit thicker, doesn't it? Let me give you some information about my skin. I'm 53 years old, so I have the fine lines and wrinkles. I have texture, I have pores, I'm prone to acne, and I have combo oily skin. I also have some melasma spots, some dark spots here. So I'm looking for a foundation that won't emphasize my wrinkles, won't sink into my pores, and won't break me out. It doesn't matter if it's low, medium, or high coverage foundation, just as long as it sits nicely on my skin. And that's why I like the Natural Glow Foundation. And spoiler alert, I do like the High Perfection Foundation too. So the High Perfection Foundation is a little bit more of a matte finish and does give you a little bit more coverage than the Natural Glow Foundation. Now it does say about the High Perfection Foundation that it is a skincare foundation with 96% naturally derived ingredients. It also has the remaining 4% have been chosen in good conscience. That's good to know. Now the Natural Glow Foundation has 97% naturally derived ingredients, with the remaining 3% that's been chosen in good conscience. Now the Natural Glow Foundation does say 16-hour wear, and the matte foundation has 24-hour wear. Now, I'm not going to wear them that long. Probably at the most 8 hours. And also the Natural Glow Foundation has an SPF of 20, whereas the matte has an SPF of 15. Now I have tried the High Perfection Foundation many times, and I tried it with different primers. And I'll just insert videos of me trying it on and let y'all see how it looks while I give some information about this foundation. But let's talk about the ingredients in this foundation. One of the ingredients is, I believe, Vegetal Silk. I believe that's how you say it, which mattifies the complexion with no mask-like effect. Also contains white cocoa beans to help strengthen the skin barrier and preserve hydration. It has taro fruit extract and red algae to treat the skin. It's designed to even out the skin tone, gives you a matte yet luminous finish with a second skin texture, blurs pores and imperfections, and neutralizes shine with a comfortable feel. Now I don't think I mentioned, but this one does come in 30 shades, which with the Natural Glow Foundation also comes in 30 shades. Now what I have on my face are both foundations. I wanted to see them side by side to see how they look. I wonder if you can tell which one is which without me saying. Tell which foundation is which. Which one's the glow, which one is the matte one. This side is the Natural Glow Foundation and this side is the High Perfection Foundation. I wore this foundation several times and so far I like this foundation. I think it blends out the same, it wears the same. Now there are subtle differences, whereas, this one's a little bit more on the glow side and this one gives you more of a matte finish with a little bit more coverage. They have the same Guerlain scent, which I kind of like. So there are differences with this foundation, but how does it look on my skin? Can you see any difference? I can see a little difference. So let me go ahead and show you the video of me applying both foundations on, and I'll see you on the other side. I already have my face primed using the Guerlain Lure Radiance Primer, and for my pores, the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And I already have my concealer on. I'm using the Clé de Peau Radiant Corrector Concealer. This side I'm going to use the Natural Glow Foundation, and on this one I'm going to use the High Perfection Foundation. And I'm going to use two different foundation brushes. Okay, here's the Natural Glow Foundation. I mean, this one just blends out so nicely. Actually, they both do. That's the glow side. Now I'm going to use my new BK Beauty Foundation brush on this side. Here's the High Perfection. Yeah, this one is a little bit thicker than the Glow Foundation, but it still goes on very nicely. I've been wanting to try this to see the difference between these two foundations, and just upon applying them on, the Glow has a little bit more of a thinner consistency, where the High Perfection is a little bit more thicker, and I do see a little bit more of a glow on this side, a little bit more matte on this side, but still a little bit of a sheen there. The Natural Glow, the High Perfection. What do you think, guys? Upon seeing it in the mirror, I have to say that there is some difference between these two, but they're also similar. They both blended out very nicely to the skin. They're not settling in any pores or wrinkles. This one does have a little bit more of a glow to it, whereas this one, it's a little bit more matte, but not a flat matte. And this one is a little bit thicker, just a little bit on the skin. And they look to be almost the same color. Let me finish putting the rest of my makeup on and we will see how this looks. And here is the finished look. What do you think? I think they both look the same from far away, but up close I do notice that this one does give you a little bit more of a glow, and it is more of light to medium coverage because I can see my spots, whereas this one gives you a luminous matte finish, not a flat finish, a flat matte, and it does give you a little bit more coverage. It's a little bit thicker, but not too thick like the Huda Beauty foundation. That one was just a little too thick for my skin. And also it doesn't look too cakey. Usually when I wear the Natural Glow foundation, I do set it with powder, but with the High Perfection foundation, I don't need to set it with powder. But I did set my T-zone with powder right here and underneath my eyes for the concealer. I will say that I do like the matte foundation, and it didn't matter which primer I used, but it's laying very nicely, and of course love the Glow foundation. And if I had to choose, oh god, that one's going to be a tough one. I still like the Glow foundation. I'll see how the matte foundation wears during the summertime because that's when my shine will come through more. But honestly, they're both the same, but I would probably, I don't know actually. I don't know. I think maybe I'll reach more for the Glow foundation, maybe more in the summertime the matte foundation, but they look pretty similar, even similar in shade. But it still looks pretty. And the Glow foundation just looks beautiful too. It's hard for me to choose which one I like. It is giving me a luminous matte finish, which is nice, and the Glow foundation just gives me that glow. Didn't put highlighter on. You know what? Let me swatch them on my hand. Here's the Glow foundation. I'm going to put that on top, and then let me put the High Perfection on the bottom. Alright, so this one is the Glow foundation, and this one is the High Perfection foundation. I'm trying to get it to where you can see the difference there. I should say that the shade do look similar, and of course this one has that glow sheen to it. You can see the light hitting it, and the High Perfection does look a little matte, but still has a little bit of a luminosity there. Now on my face I do see a little difference, but they pretty much are wearing the same so far. I like them both because I really do love the Natural Glow foundation. And I have been loving the High Perfection foundation too. I guess it just depends on what kind of a mood I'm in. If I want to glow, I'd wear the Natural Glow foundation. If I need more of a matte and more coverage, I'd wear the High Perfection foundation. The swatches on my hand dried a little bit more, so let me show that to you. So here's the Glow foundation. You can see the light hitting it, gives you a glow. And here's the High Perfection foundation, gives you a little bit more of a matte finish, and they're blending very nicely in my hand. Look at that. Even though this one is a matte finish, it's not looking too thick or too cakey. And the High Perfection does give you a little bit more coverage too, but the color is the same. They look similar. So I found a new foundation that I like by Guerlain. This one, the High Perfection Foundation. Not gonna wear it for 24 hours, but like it nonetheless. I forgot to mention this. It's called the L'Essentiel Natural Glow Foundation or the L'Essentiel High Perfection Foundation. So I would just go with the Natural Glow or the matte foundation is how I call it. It just makes it easy, rolls off my tongue better. Well, alright you guys, I hope this video was helpful. For me, it was. I was able to see which one I like better, the glowy side or the matte side, which I like them both. Again, I probably lean more to the glowy side, but I like them both. They both look really nicely on my skin. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.